wants it. What you say that for? You've got a funny way of saying what you mean when you tell me I'm the best you ever had. Then you take it back. You're not gonna ever give a second thought to a remark after you let it out, after it leaves your mouth. Words mean something.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday evening and it's almost the weekend. We almost got this week made. I am so excited for the weekend. I'm ready to just kick back and relax and just have some quality me time. Let me welcome everybody to the channel today. If you're new coming through the channel, let me say welcome. I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you for viewing the videos. I hope there is something out here that you've watched so far that would make you want to subscribe. And all the returning subscribers, my sisters, my bestie, my girlfriends, my ride or dies, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support. I have been putting up like 2 videos a week, but I have kind of been slacked off for the last couple weeks because I started a new position at my company. A lot of you know about that. And so getting acclimated to the job, I've been focused and I've been coming home and just kind of looking over notes and trying to get myself prepared for the next day. So things are settling down now, so I'll be able to come back to my 2 videos a week. Let me tell you guys, I absolutely love my new position. It's been a long time since I had a job that I said I like, that I actually like. Most of the time I was doing it because of the money. But to go to something every day, if you have to work, especially for my sisters over 50 who are closely reaching that age of retirement or thinking about early retirement, if you're there, you know what I'm talking about. It is so important to be doing something that you feel fulfilled, something that gives you motivation, or something that inspires you, that brings you some type of pleasure. So to do this job and to say I absolutely enjoy what I do is an understatement, because I really, really do. And I'm so thankful to be able to have this position, to be able to in these last few years and you know, doing something that I actually enjoy doing. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for a lot of things. Let me say thank you all, because I have not been here, but my channel has organically been growing. I am probably about 20 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers again. Thank you so much. Long as you don't purge my channel anymore, purging out old channels and things like that, or ghost channels as they call them. But I am closely approaching 4,000 subscribers. Now I have to say, most of the people that are subscribed to me, or I'll say most of the people that watch me, are not subscribed. And I found out from a large YouTuber that had like 200,000 or 300,000 followers, subscribers, that that's just the norm. That the majority of people who watch the videos are not going to be subscribers. So as long as they're subscribing, that's fine. I am so excited to be reaching that milestone again. Let me thank you all. I try to put out content that is relevant, content that will be encouraging or uplifting in some way, or even entertaining, because at this stage of life, you know, things are just, you know, could be crazy, and you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You have to learn to laugh at things. You have to learn to walk away from stuff. And yeah, so I hope that you know, the information or the videos that I do bring you, which is a plethora of different types of topics, being a lifestyle channel, but I do try to cater to my women to invoke inspiration or encouragement to those who may be struggling, for women who feel alone, for those who are navigating life as a single mom or an empty nester, or you know, even to some of my married sisters, you know, who just need an outlet, a sisterhood, because maybe they don't have that. Because we do know as we get older, our circle of friends gets smaller. People start dropping off, you know, and I'm not talking about from dying. They drop off because life will take them in different directions. Sometimes you grow apart. Sometimes you just have different interests, and you're not, you know, the way you used to. And that's all just a part of evolution of life. So, you know, if that's happening to you, we have this platform here for us to come together. Hopefully we can share encouragement. We can laugh together. Some of my sisters I engage with a lot more than just on a video. Thank you to those sisters, because I feel like I have made some cyber friends, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Today's video is not going to be a very long video. I want to talk about the fountain of youth. At this age, a lot of times we get to the point where we start thinking that we're going, back the other way, or maybe not saying going back the other way, but we're getting to that point where we start thinking more about being healthy, being youthful. And I want to read something that, this is one of my all-time favorite actresses. She's long since been deceased, but I want to read this to you guys. I think it's important to think about this, because I've been seeing a lot of sisters who are talking about Botox and, these facelifts and things like that, different things, because I guess they're afraid of what they may look like. They're getting fillers in their face, and, we're afraid of the gray hair and the neck, the way that changes at times. And, when I was a little bit younger, that bothered me a little bit, but now that I am at this point where, I embrace everything that changes in me, I love it. I think it gives me a very distinctive look. I think I look very regal. I think that it's a sexiness about it. It's a beauty about it. So when you learn how to actually accept that and, go on with your life and beautify it in its own natural ways, I think that's a wonderful thing. I'm not against anybody who decides they want to do those things, but oftentimes those things can come with complications and issues. So just be very careful when you're doing it. But I want to read this, that Sophia Loren, I don't know, a lot of my sisters who are over 50 probably remember her. And she said this: there's a fountain of youth. It is your mind, your talents, the creativity you bring to your life, and the lives of people you love. When you learn to tap into this source, you will truly have defeated age. Because that is something that we think about all the time. Aging. I'm getting old. Or you are maybe fall prey to people who called you old. I do. Every now and then my children call me old. Or when they're referring to people in my age demographic, they'll say, old people. Oh, I'm sorry, mama. They'll say something like that, which I tell them all the time, it does not bother me. It doesn't bother me, because I've lived life. And anybody that's young is not wishing that their life will end at that stage. They're hoping to see 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Let's go on up. Nobody's saying, when I turn 60, I want to die. I want to leave this earth. No one is saying that. Everyone wishes to have a long life. You may want to enjoy being young as long as you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think the most important thing is how you live those years. And that's important. If I could go back and relive some of the years of my youth, with the wisdom I have now, I would have made a lot of different decisions. So if you can get any encouragement from me, because I do see that I still have some people viewing me in their 30s. I was very surprised to see that. I think it's about 15 to 20% of people are in their 30s and early 40s. So you are in that demographic and you're watching me, make some lifestyle changes so that when you get to this age, you can still feel like, you have that fountain of youth. Because a lot of times hard living will show up on the outside. If you done lived hard, meaning you done abused this body, you done worried yourself to death, you have not tried to be fit in any kind of way, you have not tried to feed the right nutrients and minerals to this body, it will show up. So the fountain of youth is really not one, because even when you start injecting your body with different things and cutting here and cutting there, at some point it's going to show up. It's going to show that you were doing those things, because aging is a process that we all have to go through. And I noticed that a lot of times with celebrities, the older they get, when they're 80 something and they're trying to make themselves look 50, it looks strange. It looks weird, And like I said, I'm not trying to tell anybody not to do that. But when you learn to embrace your natural beauty and learn the ways of taking care of that, right now, you know, while you can, while you're young, you know, because a lot of times people don't think about that when they're younger. They think about the good times. They think about the fun they can have, how much drinking they can do, and staying up all times of the night. We've all done it. We've all done it. When I was 20 years old, I could stay up to 5 a.m., have to be at work at 7. Go home, lay down, like get you a little good cat nap, and then get up at 7 and be ready for work. I don't do that anymore, you know, because I know the importance of allowing this body to rejuvenate by getting some rest. It's important. And even at this stage, my body does not sleep longer than 5 hours at any long stretch. So, you know, I could do to sleep longer than that, but that's just what my body can stand at one long stretch, unless I'm just very, very tired or I am sick. Other than that, 5 hours is it. But I do understand the importance of resting. I do, you know, I understand the importance of doing some things to keep my body moving and flexible. So that means walking, stretching. So the job I have now, I move around a lot because I'm always up setting up meeting spaces, you know, like boardrooms and conferences. So I'm moving chairs and tables around, and I'm pushing in catering food, and so it you know, taking deliveries, you know, sometimes they're heavy. And so, you know, I really love that. I really actually love that, or escorting people throughout the building to different places. So I'm walking and moving. And that's what I wanted, because I think sitting all day long for 9 hours at a time, my body was just like saying, sister, you know, this ain't it. My body was saying, you need to move more. And I started gaining weight, and I can already tell now that I've already lost those 5 pounds that I was wanting to lose just by moving in the last 2 weeks. So there is no such thing as a fountain of youth, you know, as far as really thinking that you can go out there and recapture it. You may be able to enhance your beauty to a certain extent and make it look a little bit younger, but eventually it's going to show up. And I say to that, whatever you could do from a natural standpoint, by living your life, loving and being happy, smiling more, stop frowning as much, because frown lines will show up, worry lines show up when you're always doing your head like this and you got lines. They will set in your skin. Making sure you moisturize, drink your water so that you'll keep yourself moisturized. And then there's, you know, creams and things you can use for your face to keep that skin moisturized so that you can hold on to that youthful soft skin as long as you can. Eating right, taking your vitamins and things of that nature. It's so important to do that. But embracing your natural beauty as you get old. I think a woman changes her cheekbones. Everything changes when a woman is mature. And I remember a man saying one time, you know, young girls are cute. They're sexy with their little bodies, and you know, their, you know, flat stomachs, and some of them are straight up and down, some of them have butts. But he said, I like a real woman with curves. He said, that's a woman to me. A woman that's soft and curvy and looks like she's lived a little bit of life. She has wisdom in her face. It's nothing more beautiful than that, I think. And you heard it from Sophia Loren, you know, she was a beautiful woman. So that is all I wanted to share today. You know, for those of us who are still trying to recapture our fountain of youth, you know, do what you got to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I think that if we learn to love what God gave us, the creation that he made with us, you'll be able to see the beauty. When you love yourself, you can't help but show the beauty. That beauty shines within. I don't need anybody to validate for me that I'm beautiful, because I already know that. And that's what's important. So thank you all for watching today, and I will see you all in the next video. Remember, we're going to have Feel Good Fridays coming up in another month, so make sure you're locked in. So go ahead on and subscribe, turn on the notifications so you will know when I upload a video. And I will see you real soon. Remember, always peace and love. Kisses and hugs, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.